I made this delicious pot of soup with zero tomatoes. I used cucumbers and some other ingredients. It tasted so good and absolutely delicious. If you want to see how I made this, then please keep on watching. If you live in Nigeria, as at the time this video was uploaded, then you know that tomatoes are really expensive this season, and cooking a pot of soup costs an arm and a leg. And to be honest, cooking a pot of soup should not cost you so much. So, in place of tomatoes for a pot of stew, we're going to be using cucumbers. I'm sure you're wondering, how would cucumbers replace tomatoes? Just work with me, guys, and see how we achieve it. We're also going to be needing some habaneros or scotch bonnets. Then we need some chili pepper. This is called shumbo, and it also adds color, to your pepper. We'll need some tomato paste, and then you're going to need some onions as well. Lastly, you will need some broth. Whatever broth you have, you can go ahead to use it. And even if you don't have, you can skip it. Now, the first thing you want to do is to thoroughly wash your cucumbers and then go ahead to cut it because we want to take out all of those seeds in the cucumbers. You want to cut your cucumbers open and then take out all the seeds that's in the middle of the cucumber, and then you're going to have something like this. You want to do the same thing for all the cucumbers you intend to use, and then go ahead to cut it into small bits because afterwards we're going to be blending this. So you want to cut it into small bits because it makes it easier to blend than blending it large like this, and also that could damage your blender, and we do not want to do that. Next, you're going to transfer all the cucumber into your blender. And if everything cannot take your blender at once, just blend it in bits. But you get what I mean. Add the cucumbers in your blender, add some water, and then go ahead to blend. If you're looking for a good blender to purchase, this Butcher Mix blender is the best out there. It blends very easily, blends smoothly, and it doesn't take a long time at all. Once your cucumbers have blended smooth, you're going to take it out and then transfer into a sieve. You're going to sieve the cucumber because you want to extract the water. What you actually need in all of this cucumber blend is the pulp, if that's the right word. Is it pulp? But what you get after sifting the cucumber, that's exactly what you need. Now I'm done extracting all the juice, and this is what we have. This is actually what we need from this cucumber. Set this aside, and now I'll go ahead to fry my fish. I'll be using fish in this recipe. This is hake fish. I seasoned with some salt and fish seasoning. Allowed to sit for some minutes, and then I'm going to fry it. If you're using chicken, beef, and if you intend not to fry, what you're using, that's perfectly fine as well. So while that's frying, I'll just go ahead to blend the pepper, and it consists of the habanero, the chili pepper, and onion that I showed you guys earlier. So you want to blend this till it is smooth because that's the consistency that we are going for in this stew. More like making your Nigerian stew, the consistency is meant to be smooth. So once this is blended, you set it aside. Now my fish is ready. It has fried properly on both sides. I'm going to take it out from the pot and just, set aside for later use. After this, I'm going to leave the oil in the pot. That's what I'm going to be using to make my stew. You can use your regular oil, your olive oil, any kind of oil that you want to use. Just use your preferred type of oil. Add your onions. You want to saute the onions for some minutes before going in with your tomato paste. So go ahead to add your tomato paste, and now guys, you are going to fry this tomato paste well. You're going to fry it on medium to low heat and allow it to take its time. Frying your tomato paste well is going to help you remove that sharp flavor, that sharp taste rather that you get from the tomato. So you want to fry this until it has this crumbly texture like you can see on the screen. At this point, you know it is properly fried. Now you're going to go ahead to add the cucumber paste. I'm going to call it cucumber paste because I really don't know what it's called. But this, stuff that we got from the extracted cucumber juice, you're going to add that into the pot and then go in with your pepper. I went ahead to add some water just to rinse the blender very well so I could get out of the pepper, and then you want to give this a really good mix. I'll go ahead to add the broth. I got this from the chicken I boiled. If you do not have broth, it is totally fine. Just use your water to loosen it up a bit, and then you're going to cover this and allow to cook on medium to low heat for about 15 minutes. The spices I'll be using are the spices I use for my regular Nigerian stew: garlic powder, ginger powder, thyme, curry powder. I'm using chicken seasoning and then some salt. So this has been frying for about 15 minutes. You can see some of the oil floating at the top. I'll then go ahead to add all the spices and seasoning that I want to add. Now you can use any spices that you prefer. The regular one you use rather in your stews. Give it a good mix, and then you're going to allow this fry again for another 8 to 10 minutes. And oh, I forgot, I'll also be adding some bay leaf to mine. If you haven't subscribed at this moment, what are you waiting for? Kindly hit the subscribe button and join this beautiful family. So after frying for about 8 to 10 minutes, I'll add in my proteins. I'm using some grilled chicken and then my fried fish. Combine this together, allow to simmer for a few more minutes, and trust me, your delicious stew is ready. Can you tell just by looking at this that zero tomatoes was added? I'm sure you wouldn't believe if someone told you. And guys, this tasted so good. There is no difference between this and your regular stew that you make with a lot of tomatoes. The price of tomatoes has nothing on you because you can still make your delicious pot of stew with cucumbers. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you get to try this recipe, come back and leave me a comment. And if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, like this video, share this video because I'm sure someone is going to need this. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Your delicious stew is ready to be served. I'll be having mine with some spaghetti and it tasted so good. Thank you so much for watching. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. And my old subscribers, you guys know I love you already. If you're still here, kindly type the word cucumber in the comments so I know you watched up on the other part. I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.